Hi friends, now we are talking about 9th Divya Desa, that is what is known as Thiruvalandoor at Statue of Equality in Muchintal. What is the significance of that place? Let us know. Here, God taught a lesson to an egoistic person and who tried to cheat people. So here we have to understand that always God teaches lesson based on their sins they commit. Here there was a king and he was very egoistic, and then he had a chariot which could fly in the air. And when the chariot was flying in the air, he thought of flying over the temple. Actually, we are not supposed to move over the temple because we know that God is there within the temple. We should not fly over. That is why aeroplanes and all, they should not fly over the temples. But here, the king wanted to fly over the temple. But what happened to him? He fell in a river. He fell in the river along with the chariot. Of course, he could save himself and his wife, but chariot was just, he could not bring the chariot out. He needed someone to help him. He had to depend on someone to get the chariot out. That time, he found a cowherd and he asked to help him in bringing out the chariot from the river. Then he said, okay, I will help you, but I want 1,000 pots of butter. He agreed, okay, I will give you 1,000 pots of butter. But the butter which you could get was sufficient only in 999 pots, and one more pot was left. What did he do?
This sacred place is called Thiruvalandoor or Thiruvalandoor, and God here is worshipped as Amarvi Appan. God knows how to teach people lesson if they try to cheat him. There was a king named Upachuchara Vasu. That egoistic king tried to fly over the temple where that God resided. Lord's vehicle Garuda was very angry and he moved his wings. Immediately, the king, along with his chariot, fell in the river. Though he and his wife could come out, but the chariot was left in the river. He needed someone to help him. He found a cowherd and he asked him to help. The cowherd said, okay, I will help you, but I want 1,000 pots of butter. The egoistic king thought it was not difficult for him to get 1,000 pots full of butter, but of course he could fill 999 pots full with butter, but there was only one pot left without anything. So he filled it with water, thinking that it would not affect because that cowherd can't eat 1,000 pots full of butter. Thinking so, he filled it with water. But the cowherd had taken the pot which was full of water. He was shocked. The king was shocked. He thought he would be caught, but that pot which contained water turned to be butter. Then he felt relieved. When the cowherd had opened all other 999 pots, there was only water. Then the king realized that that cowherd was none other than God himself. He fell on his feet. There God appeared to him in his divine form as Krishna with his wives Rukmini and Satyabhama. Thus, whenever we step onto wrong path, God corrects us at this place. Let us chant his divine mantra. Om Alandur Nivasaya Sankamalavalli Sametaya Amarvi Prabhave Namaha. Jai Sriman Narayana.